So I have this just like a PSA that I would like to say to the world. And
oh my God, get on your soapbox, baby.
There is no braver person in the world than the person that goes to a gas station and crosses the pump across their car to get to the other side that they're not on. Mm-hmm. Would you ever do that?
No. But
I wouldn't. You know why? Kind of sheer embarrassment that it's not going to reach. I would go to an empty gas station and still be embarrassed that someone on the road would be watching me try to yank it. I don't want that embarrassment of trying to pull something and have it not reach, and then having to get in my car and reverse and park up to pump gas.
On the other side.
On the other side. That is so embarrassing.
Why do you think they do that? Why don't they just like go in the right way?
They have confidence.
They
have so much confidence. Yes, because they're okay if it doesn't reach. I've never pulled up and tried to hope for the best.
Because, like, you're smarter than that, though. Like, you know which side your tank is on. You're not out here being...
But sometimes people are smart. Like, they're getting in a line that's quicker, that's moving quicker, because they know they're just going to drag it across. I just think that's so brave, because if it doesn't work out, you look so dumb and everyone's laughing at you.
Yeah, you look... But not even... Oh, hold on. Let me just say this. Even if it works out, you look stupid as fuck. Like, there's still no saving you. Like, you still see a person doing that and you're like, oh, what a fucking idiot. They don't even know what side their tank is on.
Oh, that's not how I see it. You are so brave. You are so confident in yourself.
But
you are so confident in your ways. You don't give a flying F what anyone thinks about you.
I love that. Honestly, I love talking to you because like we're seeing the same situation and we're seeing it so different. Like, but honestly, don't you feel like brave has been taken from us? Like, we can't say brave anymore.
Because
brave, no. Because brave usually is like referencing like, you really shouldn't be doing that, but you're doing it anyway. Like, you know, it's almost like people are like, I can't believe they dare. So like, it feels though that everyone's saying we shouldn't be doing it when someone says brave. Okay. I don't feel like there's a way to look cool doing it. I feel like it's hooked in awkwardly. It's kind of coming out.
It just goes across the car. They make it so seamless and easy, and it's making me think that I should try it.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it's for you. Number one, the fact that you're at a gas station with a baby is crazy. You know, I only do that last resort. So number one, you're brave. Okay?
I was with my parents.
Okay.
And they were telling me to go because we were at Costco.
Oh, okay.
But
normally, the whole story. Costco is so different. Costco actually is made to have those go across. You know that?
No.
Right?
No. Why?
Costco, because the lines are crazy, they have them made so that you can go all the way across. So it doesn't matter which side you go on. So this is more of a PSA for Aleena. You can go both sides. No worries about it. This was your first Costco experience?
No, it was just... I don't go often.
Yeah. LA people aren't huge on Costco.
Well, we don't have a lot of them.
Exactly.
And the line is crazy.
The lines are crazy.
And my parents told me, you should go.
But you go both sides. You go both sides Costco.
But what do you mean? They do that at all gas stations.
No, well.
They all have the extender.
Not like Costco.
Well, so you are an experienced...
At Costco
gas crosser.
At Costco, it's the only place you're allowed to cross.
What do you mean? How do you know this? And then you didn't even share that.
In the gas world, in the realm we live in, Costco. If you're a Costco person, listen. I don't have a card myself, but I do surround myself with card carrying people. Okay, so I do go to Costco gas often. There's one close to our house. Okay, everyone there crisscross. It's just something that you see at Costco. If I were at a regular classic 76 station and I see that, shock to the system.
I've seen it.
But you don't do that there. You only cross it. It's a human rule.
So there's a rule I didn't know.
This is a new rule for you.
You can cross at the gas station, but you can't.
No, you can cross at Costco gas station.
Okay.
But you cannot cross anywhere else.
Okay.
It's a law. It's a rule, just like the chicken. Costco makes them very whimsical. They flap in the wind.
So you have done it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure we've done it at Costco.
I feel really betrayed right now in this moment.
Listen, it's like you literally, this is an exception to the rule. Okay. It's written in stone. It's basically in our Constitution. It says, except Costco. They're built different there. They're built for crisscrossing.
Okay.
I don't know why Costco thought of this. Maybe they knew their lines were going to be insane.
I still won't do it. I'm scared. What if it doesn't reach?
It will always reach at Costco. That's what I'm telling you, because Costco knows. Costco built it that way.
Okay.
They're built. Other gas stations, brave.
I'll have to let somebody else do it in my car.
Yeah.
If, God forbid, I'm going to be tugging
Stay
on
in. Oh my God, so awkward.
tugging on a rope out there in front of everyone. No way.
No. But if you're at Costco, feel safe. Feel safe and secure that there is a way. And if it's not working, you're just not doing it right.
That's so reassuring.
If you're like, it's not reaching, just like flag somebody down. Flag them.
Okay.
Like, get your arm up and
Yeah,
get it going.
yeah.
You know? I'm so glad to like have provided such clarity.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's a huge red herring.
Wow, Aleena. Stop using insane sayings that you're bringing to the table as if you had that one back pocket. Did someone use that in your...
No.
Okay.
I just thought of it right now. I don't even know if it was
I'm not
correct.
sure if it's right either. It's one of the sayings I haven't really used most of my life, but
It's like, I know it's something that sticks out.
red and then a herring. Totally, I could see that. Yep, Ovi's shaking her head.
Yeah, it sticks out.
A red herring is something that misleads or distracts from a relevant or important question.
Okay.
Not really.
But like, sure. Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, they also say a clue or piece of information that is or
Clue.
is
I love
intended to
clue.
be misleading or distracting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it like throws you off.
Oh.
It did throw me off.
It did.
It did.
Honestly, I'm just like, I'm excited for this new Costco gas thing for you and try to do a swing around next time and just see how it goes.
Okay.
Be
I
brave.
won't. I won't.
Okay, ready for my soapbox?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get me started. No, I'm already getting riled up. Okay. You know how like out in the world, people always say to moms, and I'm saying out in the world, but basically I'm saying TikTok. Okay.
Okay.
People are always saying to moms, like, make sure you get like hobbies, like make sure you have hobbies outside of being a mom. Because like when your kids are 18, you're gonna be like empty nest syndrome and like you're gonna kill yourself. That's basically what everyone's saying on the internet.
Okay.
I'm pissed. I'm done with this. I don't want any other hobbies, okay? I'm going to stick to being a mother and have that my main hobby. Because listen here. Just listen to what I've twisted up in my head. Now imagine someone goes to Martin Scorsese and they say, hey, Martin, get a hobby outside of directing. Because in 18 years, who knows what you'll be doing? Who knows what kind of work you'll be doing? He'd be like, fuck off. This is my hobby and this matters. Guess what? Motherhood matters more than directing, and we should not be told to have better hobbies outside of mothering. And I'm going to lose my shit no matter what when she turns 18. So don't worry about it now. Don't worry about me now. I'm pissed. Let us live. Let this be my hobby. The end.
And if anyone knows anything about hobbies, you get bored of them after a year. You think I'm going to be doing the same thing in 18 years? You think I'm going to learn knitting now and I'm going to be knitting in 18 years? I'm going to have knitted a house. I don't need anything else.
Aleena, exactly. What makes you think I'm going to start to knit now and love it then? What makes you think?
Yeah.
What makes you think?
How about, okay, I'll take it up and then I'll be bored of it. And then I'll have no hobbies at 18. Why don't I take up all the hobbies then? Then they'll be new to me. You know how they say when you take a baby on a plane, give them all new toys, things they've never seen before?
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah.
You've heard a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when they turn 18, give me all kinds of hobbies. All the things that I've never done before. Cocaine, cigarettes.
I was so shocked by cocaine. It took me so long to process that. Cocaine, cigarettes, as if drugs are just this hobby. That was so fucking funny, Aleena. One of the funniest things you've ever said to me. Exactly. Give me cocaine right when they turn 18. Let's see what happens. No, I'm just like, okay, again, yeah.
It just feels like constant, like people just don't want people to enjoy themselves.
Well, it's just like,
Hey, make sure you do this. Okay, how about I just enjoy myself in the moment right now? How about you just lay off telling me what I need to do?
what makes
How about
you
you
think
just
I have
shut
time
up?
for a hobby? Like, what makes you think? Also, like, it's just like, can we just say that it's, okay, you know what? Let me just say that it's probably the most important thing I'll ever do in my life. But sure. Let me spend time finding something else I love to do. Like, what? Like, what? How? I don't understand. And I get the intent because, I always get the intent. And people always have like the right morals and like they're just trying to help us out.
Yeah,
And 18 years from now, I'm going to be like,
yeah.
fuck that version of me who said I shouldn't have hobbies. I just mean like, it seemed to me to like take away the fact that like this is I personally find this very important. And it's funny that you don't say that to anyone else. Like no one ever said to me as a producer, you should really find something else you enjoy doing like this because, you'll never know where you'll be. No one says that to anyone else that has a job.
It's just people just want to take the joy out of things they love.
Or just like put weight back into this thing that has weight. Like this is important, by the way.
Yeah.
As we say, we're doing the Lord's work. So
Yeah.
you're welcome, everyone.
Well, the Lord's work's been done when we made them.
Well, the Lord's work continues every day as we continue to raise them.
Sure. I don't think that's as magical.
No, every day is basically
Yeah, sure.
the Lord's work.
Sure.
Sure. Anyways, okay, do you have another Swipbox?
Well, yes, I do. And you made me think of it. It's not even on our list.
Please.
I have the best thing to say back.
Oh, you have a retort?
I have a retort.
Oh my God, thank
Yeah.
God. I've always needed one.
Yeah. So you know how when you're pregnant, everyone comes up to you and says like, ugh, just wait till this.
My
just wait.
Yep.
Just wait till they're here. Just wait till they're eating. Just wait. It's just so many.
Oh, you're
just
saying it in a
waits.
positive?
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Like it's negative. It's like, oh, just you wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Negatively
Yes.
about what things are going to be like when they're here. Like, oh, you're tired now when you're pregnant.
Just you wait.
This is the best line to say back if you're pregnant and people are saying this to you. I can't wait.
That is such a good idea, Aleena. Fuck
Yes.
yeah. I can't wait.
I can't wait actually until they're here. I can't wait till they're running around. I can't wait till they're throwing food at the wall. I can't wait till I'm losing sleep
Yes.
trying
You're
to
gonna
put them
throw
to
them
sleep.
off. You're gonna throw them off their game so hard.
What do you even say back to that?
You don't. You're like,
Oh yeah, I guess she wants.
to
She
have a
doesn't.
child.
She
That's
wants to
crazy.
wait. She doesn't want to wait. Like she can't wait.
Yeah.
She.
No, I trust. Oh, don't even get me started about just you waits.
Yeah.
The worst sentence in the English
Worst sentence.
language.
I'm already here. I already have the baby. You don't need to tell me about things getting much worse. No. Let's be positive.
It's no.
What's the one thing that everyone wants to be negative about? But everyone else is super positive about everything else. You're going through a hard time? Okay, let's look at the silver lining. Here I am going through a hard time. I'm pregnant. Let's make you feel worse.
The happiness you feel now, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I know. Any excitement you have about your future, make it worse.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awful. No, I know. It's absolutely ridiculous. I remember I always would be like, yeah, I'm having like pregnancy insomnia. Just you wait, it gets worse. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Fun fact, it doesn't get worse.
Gets different.
It gets fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's better. Some may
It's
say.
character building
Yeah.
with perspective.
Mhm. No, I do think that pregnancy tired is much more intense than baby tired.
I was asking that to somebody the other day, and I felt,
Forgot.
yeah, I do. No, 100%. Like, how they say you forget labor?
Oh.
It's gone.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
Did it hurt? Who cares? I don't care.
Yeah.
I do it again. Like, it's so true. It's not that you forget. It's that you have, like, perspective is fucking everything. Like, the things that I thought were hard, not that they weren't hard. It just looks different with perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the same thing with sleep. It's like when I was pregnant, I was like, this is it is a different, it's not like you're tired when you have a baby because you have a different loss of sleep, but it's almost like drowsy. Like you've taken like sleep pills during the day.
Taking Benadryl
you're kind of like
around the clock.
Yes, you're trying to like slowly get, and you're just like, I can't keep my eyes open. Like it's a different type of sleepiness when you're not sleeping overnight with feeding a child. It's just different.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. Like I remember like waking up and I was just like, guess I'm gonna be walking through quicksand today. You know, I always said I felt like you have to have maternity leave first trimester. Like I don't need it third. Just give it to me first because I can't keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
So anything you're saying to me, I can't hear.
Yeah. I did the whole podcast with you, and I was like falling asleep.
I know, that's why you're yawning the whole time. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like, she finds me so boring.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me that, Aleena.
No, yeah. Thank you for giving it to me as well. I don't know what you gave me.
No,
but
I don't
you
think I
gave
give
me
anything
things.
that much.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
Pick a card, any card you'd like.
Did you know
Probably not.
that toilets can be removed?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, okay, hold on. Start again. Toilets can be removed? I guess. I mean, I'm assuming you can bulldoze a house. What?
No, just like taken off and put back on.
Why?
I'll get there, but did you know?
Well, I assumed that like if you need to take off a toilet, I
thought they were grouted in, like glued into the ground. Like when you see like the little sealant and everything on there, like I thought it was like done. It was. It's
so
not
like
just a quick thing.
Like
I know it can be removed, but it's not just like. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna go wash these towels and put them back. Like it's not a simple thing.
I assumed it was kind of like, you know, when they put the drills like, like 3.
Yeah, but have you ever looked at the bottom of the bowl? It's got like a sealant on the bottom. I thought it was kind of like glued into the ground. I didn't think it was just something that you'd easily be like, yeah, we're just gonna remove it. What do you mean? What do you mean you're just gonna remove it?
I thought that was the only thing that was permanent in this house.
I didn't really think you could just like pick it up and walk it around.
What kind of process were you imagining? Like what kind of like, oh, well, you got to remove your toilet. Okay, we got to bring in a special guy. He's got to.
No, I had a plumber over. And they were just like, we have to take your toilet off. And I was half asleep and I was like, yeah, sure. And then I walked away and I went, my toilet comes off? I've never seen my toilet come off. It's kind of glued into the ground. How long is it going to take them to put it back on?
And how long?
Why are they even taking it off? In the first place, it's like glued down. It kind of seems like maybe they should think of another option before they just take it off. And then they wheeled it out the front door.
Did they give you a new one?
And then wheeled it back in.
Oh.
And I just went, Noelle, did you know toilets can be removed like easily?
And he said,
yeah. This little knobs. Yeah. So you knew?
I knew. I mean, like,
but like, how have you?
HGTV?
Yeah, but how often have you seen your toilet come on and off?
I've never seen it.
People don't never see it come on.
No,
and off.
you
It's
don't.
there for life.
It is.
You don't really take it off unless you're putting on a new one.
I just didn't think the process was all that like strenuous.
Yeah, but you don't ever take it off unless you're putting on a new one, right?
No, for me,
Are you taking your toilet off?
I personally wouldn't remove my toilet.
Okay.
Unless there was a serious situation. Because I honestly don't even like to go near my toilet unless I have to.
Yeah.
Pure poop. That's the only time I'm coming near it.
Yeah.
And if I'm not near it, I want the toilet seat down. I don't even, like, I really put a blanket over it.
there.
Put a blanket over it. I don't even want to know it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I think you could remove it pretty easily? Yeah.
You did.
I did because
Okay.
I
You're
see.
so smart.
It's not that. It's definitely not that based on the comment section. I've seen people just like bulldoze homes and like take shit out. And I'm just like, whoa, you could really do anything with a tool belt.
Yeah.
Just requires a tool belt.
I know, but like bulldozing and like renovating, I didn't think toilets just came off on a random Tuesday and then got put back on an hour later, you know? It's not like
It seems weird because it seems like it's a staple of the house.
Take it off? You might as well put a new one on.
You might as well.
If you're going to take it off, you're going to remove all that grout glue.
Yeah. There's a lot of grout glue. They're really trying to have it stick. But they have so many kind of tools that they like basically like light things on fire and just remove it. I'm amazed at the whole tool belt scenario.
I know.
So I'm not flummoxed by this. I'm not shocked.
Flummoxed?
Yeah, throw it out there.
That's cool.
Thanks. Just gonna see where it landed.
It landed.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not thrown off.
It kind of sounded like stomached.
Really?
Like I can't stomach
Stomach
this,
it?
which you
I
take
do.
your toilet to the stomach.
Yeah.
You take your stomach to
To
the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
What I will say though
No,
is when you do see a toilet removed, you are kind of like taken back by it.
I didn't go peek in there to see what it looks like without the toilet. What is it? Is it a hole?
A hole.
It's a hole?
A hole.
No, it's not a hole.
It's a hole.
It's not a hole.
It's a hole. There's a hole.
No. Can I see what I didn't? I should have gone to look.
I know. You would have been amazed. It's a hole.
It's not a hole.
They put just a toilet over a hole.
No, it's gotta go into
Does the word hole sound weird
It
coming out of
sounds
my mouth?
like you're saying it a lot. Too.
Hole.
You're saying it with your whole face too.
Like
You could just say hole, but you're going
hole. Oh, okay. There's just
you're
a hole.
making your face a hole.
There's just a hole. How's that? Better?
Say it again.
There's just a hole.
You're still going
Hole. There's just a hole. There's just a
Just say hole.
I don't know if I can say it.
Hole.
There's just a hole.
That was good. That was good.
Oh God, I have to even check back to what I wrote.
Well,
God.
I want to see this toilet.
I don't know what to search to find one for some reason. Because like it's all just like bathrooms that don't have toilets.
Yeah, have you ever used a hole in the ground? Like, have you ever been to places that just have holes?
Yeah.
Because that's just like you put a
that's what it
toilet over.
was?
Yeah, that's just what you put a toilet
No,
over.
but the hole has got to be different.
Well, I'm not saying it's an exact replica of a squatty potty. I just mean like,
Oh. Yeah, it's a hole.
it's
It's really weird.
just a hole in the ground.
What do you mean?
Well, let's take a look. Let's take a peek at this hole. Oh, that's where your poop goes. Just a hole in the ground.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
This is a video on how to remove a toilet seat.
That's what it looks like under there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But this is a old wax ring, and then under that, I think it's like a.
Because you could really
this
put a
makes it
toilet
look
anywhere.
dirtier than it is, I
You could
think.
put a toilet anywhere, right?
That's what it looked like when they took it out?
Yeah. Honestly, it doesn't look that gross.
It's not big enough.
It's big enough. I mean, it's big enough.
All that water?
It's just one flush.
I've seen like ground toilets. I've seen
Squatty
those.
potties.
Yeah.
Have you ever used them? I have.
I can't remember.
You can't remember? It's really memorable.
Anyway, I didn't know that
That's
that's what it looked like
Yeah.
with the porcelain
Honestly,
removed.
like, don't you think as a society, as a nation, we really try not to think about any type of toilet time? Like, it's
That's
like,
what I mean. Is like I wasn't even. I just like, yeah, sure, remove it, and then I just like went to the other room and I was like, they're gonna remove the toilet. I've never seen a toilet just like, and then they're gonna put it back on. Isn't it kind of done once they remove it? Isn't it like a one-time use?
No, there's a lot of uses on that.
Well, yeah,
toilet.
but once it's removed,
Yeah, how are they going to drill it back on?
how are they gonna get it back on? It's like glued shut.
Re-glue. I think they can glue and re-glue. I think you can unglue, re-glue, stick glue. I'm sure there's
I'm just mind blown.
Think of
Wow.
how many toilets there are in the world, honestly.
Think of how many holes there are in the ground.
Millions. Because there's a lot more.
Oh yeah, and also there's groundhogs.
No, don't.
There's
you-
gophers.
those don't really relate.
There's snakes.
Snakes in the ground. Snakes on a plane.
There's snakes in holes.
Finally, someone's confirming for me.
Okay, let's talk about ice cream.
Okay, I have a lot to say this episode. Let's start with ice cream, okay? I feel as though there's so many layers to ice cream. Number one, I'd like to say, do you eat ice cream out of the carton or put it in a cup?
I've done both in my life.
Okay,
Yeah.
where are you at currently? You're getting ice cream.
I'm putting it onto a plate.
Yeah, what? That wasn't an option.
What?
It was, are you putting it into a bowl or cup? Not a plate.
But
You put it on a flat plate? Are you crazy? Are you absolutely insane?
I do.
That wasn't A, B, or C, or all of the above. That was like you went to a different universe and landed on Mars and you put ice cream on a plate. Nobody does that unless they put pie underneath. You're putting straight ice cream just on top of a plate like a psychopath?
Well, number one, it still works.
No.
There's no reason why it needs to be a bowl because
But,
I'm not
like-
letting it melt.
Like there's
Number two,
no, this is world rules. Okay.
number
Society of the
two,
nation.
I use plate and bowl interchangeably
You-
for everything.
No, just because
Everything
you
is
use
a
fork
pan.
and spoon interchangeably.
Everything is a pan. A skillet is a pan. A wok is a pan.
I'm really like no,
A
no.
pan is a pan.
A steamer is a pan.
A bowl is a plate. A plate is a bowl.
So do you actually put it on a plate, or are you just using plate and bowl interchangeably, like in dialogue?
I would prefer a bowl,
But
but
you'll-
I've used a plate. Like in the last few weeks, I've used it.
Well, I wasn't even like gonna have a discussion between plate and bowl and ice cream, but my thought process here is like I find myself eating Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream often.
Oh, you haven't moved off that.
I love it. And I also find myself eating, like, I think it's called McDonald's or McCowell's or McDowell's. McConnell's. And it's a toasted coconut chocolate, like Magical Supreme. But I find myself eating ice creams where I'm just going for a specific thing in the ice cream. Like I dig for the strawberries. I'm taking ice cream out. I'm looking for a strawberry. I'm like searching for gold.
Really?
The same as if I'm doing like my toasted macadamia. I'm looking for the chocolate chips. I'm looking for the coconuts. I'm behaving as if the other ice cream doesn't matter. And I'm just going straight for
So
the
you're going for
goods.
toppings.
Yes. Is that wrong? I'm leaving all the bad ice cream for somebody else, and I'm eating straight from the carton. There's no putting it in a bowl for me. It's fun. It's fun to just eat straight from the
Yeah,
carton.
but germs.
Oh, but like, of course.
But then they sit and they brew in there.
I don't feel like germs brew. It's like not coffee. It's not where germs like marinate. It's fucking ice cold in there. If germs are surviving in the freezer, good for them. They should thrive. It's who am I to diminish the germs in the freezer?
That's awful. So this isn't your own carton? Someone
No,
else?
it's-
Yes, I think that is
I
bad.
can't- no.
If it's your own, then fine, go digging. Because
Okay.
then when you go for number two,
This conversation
you're only
isn't
gonna
going where
get
I wanted
cream.
it to go. This conversation is going off the rails. It's going to plates and germs. I was not expecting this. Listen, if I buy a carton and I put it in the house and other people choose to deign to go into my carton, that's a risk you're going to have to willing to
yeah,
take.
but then you're leaving just a bunch of cream for someone else and no
But
toppings.
maybe what I'm saying is like maybe not everyone goes for the strawberries. Maybe not
But have you
everyone.
asked?
No, but that's why I'm asking you first.
Yeah, I think that's bad. I think if it's your own carton, you can eat
What
out
is
of it.
your own? Like I'm
Like
not
a-
marking my name. I'm not saying this is Sarah's carton. No one touch it.
You
No.
could. You could.
But like
But let's just say you get a flavor that everyone knows in the house. That's Sarah's. That's Sarah's. You know, that's her favorite ice cream. And it's your own little tub. You can eat out
what's
of it.
my
Fine.
What's considered my own little tub? There's no tubs that are personal size unless you
I
get those tiny
No, I
ones.
think this is a personal size.
A carton of ice cream is a personal size. It's a one sitting ice cream. I don't think so.
Well, it's like 3 sittings.
3 or 4.
Okay, so I think this is my rules
Okay.
for you. I think if you get that, you're allowed to eat out
Listen,
of it.
I'm
if you
not
want to.
changing my ways. I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
continue
So
to
what are
eat
you
out of
asking
it.
me for?
I really don't know. I just was curious. Do you eat from the carton too?
Okay,
And
well, I could tell you my ethos.
Okay.
How about that? If you're not going to change your ways.
Listen, I don't know what you're going to say next because I don't even know what ethos means. But yeah, I'll let you finish. I'll back up.
Okay, a little pint of ice cream.
Okay.
I assume that's what this
feel like your
hand
finger-
gesture
yeah.
it means the pint.
I feel like that's
It's not a tub, it's like the Ben and Jerry's.
a classic, what you see at the store.
Yeah. That you're allowed to eat out of multiple times. I still prefer a plate or a bowl, but you can eat out of it multiple times and you can pick for certain toppings because then guess what? When you go to eat on number 2 or when you go to eat it on number 3, you're going to have less toppings. That's fine. But if it's a communal ice cream and you're digging for all
Yeah.
the chips and the chunks, you're leaving someone with the not so fun part.
Maybe they love the other part though. Like I could be doing a service for someone.
Yeah, that's really optimistic way of looking at it.
But you don't go
Maybe
in there.
they love the plain cream.
But do you go in and dig for the gold?
Usually if you're getting something with some toppings, the toppings are the enticing part. Otherwise, you would just get plain vanilla.
But see, I'm not looking for a carton of strawberries. You know what I mean? Or else I'd buy strawberries. So I do feel like I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. I don't even know why I brought this to the table.
Well, you brought it up because
I did
you wanted
bring it
to
up.
know what I thought, and I'm telling you what I think.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that I think that it's fine. It's fine. No one's going to lose sleep over the missed toppings that they didn't get in the cream. But if you want ethics,
I'm bringing ethics into this conversation.
you should leave some toppings for the other family members. But if it's your own, then it doesn't matter. If they don't ever eat it, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
But if you see your dad scooping himself, should I say, pouring would be like if it was melted.
He does like to let it sit out and get
He
kinda
likes
soft.
soupy cream.
I'm like, that's kind of to each their own. You know,
Some people like to wait for it to get to soup.
That's crazy. This isn't a milkshake. This is ice cream.
I know, but they don't know.
Again, to each their own.
No judgment. No judgment.
No judgment here. We're never here to judge.
And you hear him going, man, McConnell's really skimped out. There's hardly any toppings in this ice cream
I like
anymore.
that you're calling it toppings, even though it's like mixed in. It's the flavor.
Okay, you want to call them Cold Stone mix-ins?
I don't know. I think I'm just here to fight.
Yeah, so let's fight. And if he's going, wow, they really skimped out. Last time I
I'll
bought
just be
this
up there
in
giggling.
2018, there was, because that's what parents do,
do that.
it was packed with toppings, and now it's just completely empty. And you're like, yeah, I know, it's so crazy. Then you know that you've potentially you put a downer on his ice cream experience. Yeah. So those are the rules. And you know what? Actually, those are the rules. Those are the laws.
Could you imagine you buy ice cream and it's like rules of the road? Well, so what's interesting though about me is actually it's not interesting. Usually if I'm eating a dinner, I like to save the best meal or the best bite for last. I will eat everything else and I'll save the best, most perfect bite for last. It's a perfect bite. It's the most elite bite, and I'm saving it, and I'm ready for it to be just beautiful last touch. Ice cream, I like the best bites first, and I'll save the shit for the last.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think about people who leave one bite of food in their
So interesting. I think about this a lot because I feel like when you're a kid, I always left one bite of salad, and my mom would be like, just finish your salad. I was like, I can't, Mom. I'm so full. I can't take that last bite, Mom. No, don't make me. There's no fucking way I'm leaving a last bite on my plate. Oh, there's a last bite? I'll take your last bite, bitch. Yours. I'll eat everyone's last bite. Okay?
Yeah, as if that one last bite was going to hurt your tummy.
No, Corbin will leave a couple bites, and he's like, I'm dying. I'm like, well, just take it down. You're going to be dead either way. Go hard. Finish it.
You know who else leaves one bite?
You. Noelle.
Yeah.
Stop. Is it a boy thing? Maybe it's a boy thing.
He just leaves one tiny little bite, and then 45 minutes later, he'll go, I'm so hungry. And I'll go, well, you didn't eat that last bite. And he's like, that last bite wasn't going to do anything. I was like, it's probably 3 grams of protein.
Oh my God.
That would have kept you full.
Wow, 3 grams, 1 bite? That's pretty high protein content.
Well, if it's an egg.
I know. Just eat it.
I just eat it. Why are you leaving it?
I know, that's not going to be make or break. Just finish the plate.
It's just a skinny thing. They're like, oh, no.
I can't.
You
just
can't.
too full. I'm too full. I was just
but why do they do that?
I don't know. It's not going to change anything.
And every time I ask him, he says it's because he's full. And I think that there's a different answer that I would like.
But I guess it's 1 bite,
is it a superstition?
I don't know. And how is that? It's really not going to make any difference for how you feel in a couple hours from now.
It's 1 bite.
I think mentally for men, they're like, oh, I didn't eat it all. I'm not that sick. Maybe they eat till they're sick a lot. Maybe they just eat too much.
It's the same sandwich that we're eating.
Yeah, I would never leave a last bite. Never. Because I'm
now
cultivating
I'm
my
starting to
meal.
eat the last bite.
Off of his?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, it's a good way. We're going to waste it.
No, don't waste it. Don't waste it. I'm either leaving half my plate.
Yeah.
I'm leaving
because you're
half my plate. Yeah.
But 1 bite?
1 bite? Never.
No.
Never. Anyway.
Okay, so yeah. Ice cream ethos.
We determined that we're just not on the same page.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Okay.
Okay, so I had this thought the other day when I was kind of getting worked up maybe an argument, maybe a fight. I don't even remember what it was. I was like, I'm fighting, I'm arguing, but at least I'm not dead. And that was the end of the argument. That was it. I was like, oh man, like I'm kind of upset about this, but like I could be dead. Like that's an option.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, why are we even fighting?
That's my go-to with every thought.
I could tie my shoes, but like I could die.
Like anytime something inconveniences me, I'm like, there could be worse things. I could be dead.
It's such a funny thought to go to. It's like, oh, like someone didn't like left their shoes out. Well, I could be dead. Like,
yeah.
It's like
anytime I'm like in a fight.
Exactly.
I could die in 5 minutes.
At least I'm fighting. Like at least I'm alive. There's something to fight over.
Yeah.
Like I just could be dead.
It's a really slippery slope, I would say, with that mentality, because like it will keep you positive for sure. Because
for the moment,
the alternative is
death. So like nothing could get worse.
But so sometimes you do minimalize like everything, like you could be going through a really hard time, or like someone could be going through a really hard time, and you're like, well, but you're alive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a slippery slope.
It's like you've gone to the worst place, so everything else is better.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was so funny because like sometimes you do like you'll get yourself worked up about something that you realize like 5 minutes later doesn't matter. And it's just like, how you said, have your saying back be, I can't wait. Like, it's just like, I could be dead. Like these shoes aren't picked up, but like I could be dead. Like, don't use it on big things. Like, big things. I'm not going to say, but bigger things.
Yeah.
But if it's a shoe, or like maybe you're out on a walk with your dog and you forgot a dog bag and you're like, oh my God, I'm literally going to kill myself. Like, oh my God, I can't pick up my dog shit. I could be dead. Use it in small, hilarious circumstances that like will pick you out of your ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Because like, listen, you guys, could be dead, but we're not.
Mm-hmm.
We're here with the ability to argue.
Yeah. It is a nice thing.
It's such a nice thing. It's such a nice thing to fall back on. And then speaking of death, do you ever do this with your child? I don't know. That was a horrible transition.
I was like,
but like, do you ever
do another transition?
Well, it's kind of important to start that transition.
Okay.
Do you ever do this? Be like, man, like I'd die for you. Like, fuck, like I'd die for you, man. Do you ever do that? Like, do you ever think about that? You're like, oh man, but you're like, oh man, I'd have to die for you. But you're like, man, I'd die for you. Like, you kind of use it in different contexts of like, well, there's someone I would have to die for now. Like,
yeah. Whenever I'm thinking my dark thoughts, I'm like, oh yeah, like
I'd die for you.
Yeah, I'd take 10 bullets for you.
Yeah, like,
I wouldn't even think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, or but like, if their car was coming, like, yeah, go for me.
For you. Yeah.
Like, you're coming for them, like I will run into a gun for you.
Exactly.
Like,
but isn't it crazy to be like, oh, fuck, like I'm gonna have to die for you. Like to be like, oh, shit, like the person's here, like, okay, you're right, and honestly, no problem. Like like when it comes down to it,
kind of seems like there is a problem.
But like that's what you go to. You go like, oh man, like I'm gonna have to, but like it's not a problem.
I could be dead. But I could be dead. And I'm not right now while I'm thinking about it.
I'm not. But like, I die for you. But like, okay, like I guess I'm gonna have to. No, but I will. You kind of like have this conversation.
I don't do that.
You don't do it because like I'm like, okay, well, if a situation arises, I'm gonna have to die for you. I will do it. I'll do it. I will put myself on the line. I'll do it. I have to do it. I'm gonna do it. There's not a problem. So
it kind of seems like there is.
There's no problem.
Like there seems like there is.
But that's
like, I'm not thinking about it.
But that's the thing is, it's like, then you fall back and you're like, yep. That's just what the situation is now. Because you know how like the whole saying, like when you're younger, you're just like, oh man, I'd die for you. Like, like that's like romance. Like I'd fucking jump in front of a bullet for you. But then when you think about it, you're like, I probably wouldn't die for them. Actually, I wouldn't die for them. I'm confirming. But then
kind of like when you were like, I'll leave you behind in an apocalypse.
Yeah, true. I guess I always would say I wouldn't die for anyone.
Yeah.
But now I have my person I die for.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of an interesting conversation to have in your own mind. I have it all the time.
Yeah.
Talked a lot about deaths, but I felt it was important to share. And I felt like it was really funny to just be like, guess we're here. guess I'm gonna have to do this.
Yeah.
And it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Don't
no,
worry about me.
I definitely think about just. Oh yeah.
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 I guess so.
I'm more like it's interesting how it is just ingrained in
Oh
me.
Yeah.
Without question. Like I don't really even need to think about it. It's just like yes,
I die.
For sure,
No problem.
no problem. And I'm like that's kind of beautiful.
It's kind of crazy to be like, hey, listen, I'll die and it's no fucking problem as long as they're okay.
Yeah. Like or when my mom would say like I'd do anything for you.
Yeah.
I'm like yeah. And then now I'm like oh I get it. Like you are programmed. It is there.
Yeah.
Like there's no thinking about it. Even though I'm thinking about it, there's no thinking about it. It's like it's without question.
Yeah. You know, one thing I used to say to like kind of help me get through some hard times was I'd go through labor every single day to see you at the end. So if you can do that every single day, it just like shows you how much you love somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, Aleena, I'll consider dying for you. I'll consider it. If it's a zombie apocalypse.
I don't want your pity.
No, I'll consider
Honestly,
it.
I don't need you to consider
I'll
it.
consider it.
I don't need you
Depending on the situation.
I don't need you to. I need you to either be like yes or
You know
no.
what?
Like, I don't know.
I'll consider dying for your son. Cause he's really fucking cute.
Oh.
And like if there's a zombie apocalypse and it was between you two, I'm going him. Just so you know.
Yeah. Just so you know.
I wouldn't let him.
I would never save you, but I will always save.
Okay. Agreement.
No, I was just mocking you.
Oh. Well, I feel like if it's a choice between me and the little way,
Yeah.
you can take her and run.
Oh, for sure.
But in this situation, I'm pretty fast.
Yeah.
So in this situation, we'll just see everyone in the bonus.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. In this situation, I'll be hurt.
But in this situation, I've saved your son.
Yeah.
Your son has been saved.
Yeah. I
did it.
appreciate that.
Thank
like
you.
I owe you my life.
But
I don't have one to give because I'm gone.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll see you there.
We'll both be alive. Bye.
This week on the bonus.
There's a lot more things that you have to think about if you're a germaphobe. As an older sibling, I'm kind of more used to like bringing everyone together, like let's everyone get along. And the younger siblings are here to fuck shit up.
Well, not right now. Noelle's doing a different cheese than I am on my breakfast sandwich, and it's like it really annoys me.
You are dogless man. You're a killer.